Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the wind, you know we're blessed. Just a bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just a bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just a bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is going on, Just the Bet Slips family? It's Professor Parlay coming to you with another solo show. Today will be another quick show for me, as it's just me. I do have a video from Poolside Pat. You never know what cast of characters might jump into the comment section as well. But I will go ahead and just jump right into the disclaimer, which keeps us from getting sued. But number one, we are not professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help. If you need it, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We are not affiliated or sponsored by any specific sports book. But again, that is number one. We are not just professional gambler. Sorry, I can't speak today. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And lastly, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Make sure you're setting a limit, staying within your limits. If you do that, you should be fine. But if not, 1-800-GAMBLER can get you the help you need. As always, we are not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sports book, but we are affiliated with our main sponsor, which is Nevin Eyewear. You can either buy one, if you click on our link, in our link tree, it will give you a discount, which will either give you 30% off of one pair or buy one, get two free. Either way, you'll get $50 off of a free shipping over anything over $50. So if you're going to buy a prescription pair, use that 30% off. If you're going to go get some regular sunglasses, use the buy one, get two free. It will probably give you the biggest discount possible. They are polarized. They are risk-free because if you lose them, scratch them, damage them, need them replaced, you can fill out an online claim form. They will replace them for free. Again, that is 30% off one pair or buy one, get two free if you use the link on RX in our link tree. We are not affiliated or sponsored by a specific sports book. However, we are affiliated with Playvo, formerly known as Player Profits. Essentially, the way Playvo works is you buy a package ranging from $30 all the way up to $500. You get if you buy that $30 package using the code JTBS, you'll get it for $27, and you'll get a bankroll of $1,000 to bet with. Essentially, it's a challenge system where you have to complete two challenges. The first challenge is to get to 10% profit before 10% losses. If you complete challenge one, you move on to challenge two, which is to get to 15% profit before getting to 10% losses. If you are able to complete both challenges, you are then funded, and you can cash out up to 70% of profit up to that point and going forward. If you don't like that challenge system, you can always move to the Blitz challenge system, which is 25% profit before getting to 10% losses. And again, that is also $30 to $500 for the package, depending on what bankroll you're going for. Either way, once you complete those challenge stages, you will move on to the funded part, and the funded part of that will get you to cash out up to 70% of profit up to that point going forward. However, if you're looking for best bet of the day, my best bet of the day is going to be White Sox versus Rangers over 8.5 at -121. Texas has allowed 6+ runs in 4 of their last 5 games. Even with that being said, they managed to get the win in the last one. So they're putting up runs themselves. You can't trust either one of these pitchers. Both these pitchers have been very Jekyll and Hyde. They've been very up and down. So I am going to bet on the White Sox Rangers over 8.5 at -121. Moving on to poolside Pat's marquee matchup of the day. He has Peter Lambert at 6+ strikeouts and Sandy Alcantara at 6+ strikeouts. Honestly, when I looked, this is kind of the only one I could think of that was even worth doing with the pitching slate we've got today at plus 385. Both of these guys have been kind of up and down, or have been on as of late. They've not necessarily been doing this all season, but they have been doing it over the last 4 to 5 starts. So I like them better at 5, which you'll see later, but 6 is not a far cry. Pitching has been few and far between for us this year. It's been, or this last couple of weeks, it's been a lot of near misses and so forth. But he's taking Peter Lambert and Sandy Alcantara at plus 385, both to get 6+ strikeouts. Moving on to the 750 club. Today I'm doing a two total base parlay. I've got Trey Turner, who is 6 for 16 with 2 home runs, versus Lauer with an OPS of 1.225. And then we've got Wilson Contreras, 2+ total bases, who was 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, versus Bradish has 3 home runs in his last 7 games. And then lastly, Ben Rice, 2+ total bases. Ben Rice is going against Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler has been struggling a lot lately. He is 3-8 with a 4.77 ERA. He's given up 11 earned runs in his last 3 starts. I think Ben Rice can get some hits on him today, getting 2+ total bases. And we got this at plus 761. So again, I really like all 3 of these guys to get 2 total bases. Wouldn't hate betting all 3 of these guys for home runs if you want to really get crazy. But I really do like them for 2+ total bases. Moving on to the long ball today, I've got Jose Ramirez for plus 340. Jose Ramirez is 9 for 28 with 4 extra base hits and 2 home runs, versus Bailey Ober. I think he's got a very good chance of going deep against him today. I know he only has 10 home runs on the year, and he's kind of been struggling, but he was also injured for a while, which is why that total is also down. He's coming back from injury. It's the first time he's played since, I think, June 14th-ish, something like that. So I think that he has a good chance against a pitcher that he's got a lot of good history against. So I'm taking Jose Ramirez to go deep at plus 340. Moving on, I have Duca Slips. We have a video for him, so I will go ahead and play that for you all now.
What's up, Bet-Slip Nation? It's your boy, Poolside Duca Slips Pat here with a couple of picks for today. Saw an okay day yesterday, but I did end up on the wrong side of the records. But we will aim to bounce back, finish July strong. Probably the least amount of picks I'll have in a long time. It was a weirdly slow day, and I just didn't like a lot of the matchups, but I got 2, actually 3, 3 picks today. It's going to be the marquee is going to be Peter Lambert and Sandy Alcantara, 6+ Ks each. Both of them have done it for me in the past. Don't have much on the matchups. I do know it's long odds, the plus almost 4-1. But it was the only one that I liked, and I wanted to have at least one. Then we're gonna go with Dinger's Almanac is going to be Kyle Schwarber plus 2-1, plus 200. And then I also had a Dinger's Almanac home run parlay that I want on there, which is Ben Rice, Shohei, and Schwarber to all go yard. So very simple, one big swing. Hopefully on the show tomorrow, if not Friday. Hopefully Turnbuckle Truckle as well. And yeah, that's what I got. Moving in. Unpacking things. Moving in was fine because we hired people. I highly recommend doing that if you have to move. But now we are unpacking, and that is obviously time-consuming and annoying, but it needs to be done. So I hopefully will get most of that done and be on the show the rest of the week. But if not, I'll have a video like this. Shout out to the professor and anybody else on the show. Stay amazing, stay handsome, stay beautiful. These have been the hot tips to help your bet slips. Have a great day.
So those are Poolside Pat's picks. He's got his, we already talked about, we got Peter Lambert and Sandy Alcantara as his, at 6+ strikeouts each as his marquee matchup. His Dinger Almanac is Kyle Schwarber plus 200. Then he's got a home run parlay of Ben Rice, Kyle Schwarber, and Shohei Ohtani at plus 2,843. Moving on to mine, I have a strikeout ladder bet. So I've got Aaron Nola 4+ strikeouts. Aaron Nola has 4+ strikeouts in 6 straight, and he's going against a Dodgers lineup that has struck out 9.63 times per 9 innings over the last 3 games. Peter Lambert, 5+ strikeouts, has 5+ strikeouts in 6 of his last 7. He's hit this in 3 straight, and he's going against a team that is averaging 12.33 strikeouts per 9 over the last 3. And then Sandy Alcantara, 5+ strikeouts. He's got 5+ strikeouts in 3 straight and 7 of his last 9. Got that at plus 212. The hit parlay I'm going with today, I'm going to go Ty France, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs. Ty France is on a 9-game hitting streak. He's got 15 hits and 5 home runs over those 9 games. And he's going against a Braves team who he's owned pretty much every pitcher in this lineup so far in this series. Really don't think that is necessarily going to change today, unfortunately, for the Braves as a Braves fan. And then I've got Mookie Betts, 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs, who's also 9 for 23, versus Nola with 7 RBIs. So he has hit Nola very well lifetime. The Dodgers really need to find their offense again. Even though they're winning games, they're winning 2-1 games, and they're not going to really survive doing that over a long haul. They're going to need to be able to start putting these runs together again. They're going to need Mookie Betts to do that. So I've got him for 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 213. I'm going to go back to the beginning and go over, because I know that a lot of people just came in, so I'm just going to kind of do a quick breakdown of some of this. So my best bet of the day is White Sox versus Rangers over 8.5 at minus 121. Marquee matchup is Peter Lambert, 6+ strikeouts. Sandy Alcantara, 6+ strikeouts at plus 385. That is from Poolside Pat. We've got the 750 club. I've got Trey Turner, 2+ total bases. Wilson Contreras, 2+ total bases. And Ben Rice, 2+ total bases at plus 761. My home run long ball today is Jose Ramirez at plus 340. And then we've got Poolside Pat with Peter Lambert and Sandy Alcantara, we already talked about. And then we got his dinger on that, Kyle Schwarber for a home run at plus 200. Then he's got Ben Rice, Kyle Schwarber, and Shohei Ohtani at plus 2,843. And then my strikeout parlay is Aaron Nola, 4+ strikeouts, Peter Lambert, 5+ strikeouts, Sandy Alcantara, 5+ strikeouts at plus 212. And then I've got, why is it not showing this stuff? There we go. And then I've got Ty France at 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs, and Mookie Betts at 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 213. Plus, obviously, the White Sox Rangers over 8.5 at minus 121. So those are all the bets that are on the tabletop. And like I said, it'd be quick because it's only me with a video from Poolside Pat. So those are the bets. I did have Wilson Contreras for a home run as a last call at plus 406. This would have been my long ball, but for some reason, it will not let me bet him on Fanatics for the long ball today. Don't know if it's because the game got rained out and they weren't sure what pitcher was going to be pitching, but on DraftKings, they let me bet him for the home run, so I bet him at plus 406. If I'm betting a home run parlay, I like Contreras, I like Trey Turner, and I like Ben Rice. So those 3 would be my 3 I'm putting together. Professor, can we put together a juicy parlay on the fly? I bet all tips ops and Schwarber home runs separately. Sure, let's see what we can do. It's been a quick show, so we can definitely throw something together last minute. Let me go back and look real quick. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because Contreras is the one that I really wanted if I had a choice. Let's see if I can bet him now. If not, I can go on to the other site. All right, so we've got... Okay, I can bet Contreras now. So for next, I got plus 390 for Contreras. Then we'll go. he said Kyle Schwarber is the one he likes. Where's the Philly? So let's also take Kyle Schwarber to go deep. And then let's do all right, then we're gonna do Alcantara and well, we don't need to go crazy because we're playing it safe. So let's just do 4 strikeouts each on those. It still is going to give us a decent amount. And then we'll throw one more leg at – no, we'll do that. So we got Sandy Alcantara, 4 strikeouts. Peter Lambert, 4 strikeouts. Wilson Contreras for a home run. Kyle Schwarber for a home run at plus 2,143. I've got 20% boost, so I'm going to boost that to 2,564. All right, so let me put that in the chat real quick so y'all can see what that looks like. Yeah, I'm doing that real quick. 1 second. I'm typing it up now. And all right, there we go. So we got Wilson Contreras for a home run, Kyle Schwarber for a home run, Peter Lambert for 4+ strikeouts, Sandy Alcantara 4+ strikeouts, and that would be at 21-21, plus 21-21. I also had a boost on Fanatics to get it to 25-54, but if you don't have a boost, you'll get it right around 2,000, a little over 2,000, plus 2,000. So about for every dollar you get $20 if we hit this one. I've been wanting to bet Contreras since yesterday because he does hit Bradish well. So I'm really hoping he goes deep today. So yeah, that will be our long shot that we put together last minute. I appreciate everybody jumping in. I know these shows with me solo are kind of quick, but without everybody on the show, it's not a lot of bets. It's just kind of mine with what the few bets Poolside Pat put out there. Let's see. And then I think Poolside Pat had on his last call that he's doing Jordan Walker. He's betting him for a home run every day until he hits. He's martingaling that. So if you don't know what that means, he's going to bet him and then double the bet every day until he hits. This is just our dead to me list players that we are kind of avoiding right now. Obviously, some of these are basketball, but I put Cherry on here because every time I bet him, he fails me. The Mariners pitchers, outside of Logan Gilbert, have been pretty bad. Gausman is kind of self-explanatory. Shota has been – you got to be careful when you bet him. You can bet him, but you need to keep the strikeouts low. McLean is mainly because Petey King can't stand him. And then the Rangers hitters, their pitchers have done well. Hitters, not so much. Our records, 22-36 up 11.58 units. PD King is 3-7 up 7.22 units. Six Picks Jen is 67-62 up 4.27 units. Poolside Pat is down 1.64, but that's not that much. If you look at the whole, we're up about 20 units as a show this month. Through June, the end of June, we're up 701 units. So this has been we're up 20 units, but this has been a slower month than normal. Mainly because a lot of people with vacations and stuff haven't been able to be on the show. But I appreciate you all jumping in. That is going to do it for me. We will definitely have a show tomorrow, regardless. No matter what, I'll be running a show. Hopefully, we'll have the whole cast and crew tomorrow. I know we'll probably have Poolside Pat. Hopefully, we'll get the PD King back in, and we'll have a much bigger show for you all tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day. Chase that bag responsibly, and as always, these are the hot tips for your bet slips. I will play you out. And thank you for jumping in, NXT and we appreciate you.
Yo, we in the game, talking numbers, stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the win, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins every podcast episode. We bring the heat, strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.